excellent work by the Danish-Eritrean Network and the Library and Information Association of Eritrea. Library and Information Association of Eritrea is an independent association of professionals dedicated to promote library and information service in Eritrea. Its mission is to promote library and information service in Eritrea so that every Eritrean get knowledge and information easily. Its objectivities are to facilitate an existing libraries and archive institution, to cultivate and enhance the culture of reading in Eritrean society, and to improve the library and archive profession in Eritrea. Since its establishment, the Library and Information of Eritrea has been acting as a linkage between the donors and users. On January 2019, the Library and Information Association of Eritrea welcomed an honored guest, Ms. Mette Eriksen, member of Danish-Eritrean Network, to conduct a monitoring tour in Eritrea. Danish-Eritrean Network is a long-standing partner of Library and Information Association of Eritrea. Over the last couple of years, Danish-Eritrean Network donated thousands of computers and other accessories through the Library and Information Association of Eritrea. Farsala Middle School, located at the heart of the capital city, has over 1,500 students and well-equipped traditional library. Director of the school, Mr. Daud, says, "We had the need to step up digital library because such a library will provide the students with an access to school libraries during non-school hours, including the hours before and after school, during weekends, and during summer vacation period." Recently, we have received 20 donated computers from Library and Information Association of Eritrea, and the association helped us in setting up the digital library. He added, "This digital library will give students the opportunity to develop their reading skills and share the knowledge and experience they acquired." Students of Barka Secondary School values the significance of this digital library in relation to empowering female students. One of the students said, "We have more household activities to do at home to help our mothers. We do not get enough time to go to library, and this has really affected our educational tendency." Establishment of this library is a big solution for us. Whenever we have a group work, we refer the digital material, reading it, and at the same time discussing it together. We also download our smartphones and use it privately at home. I believe now female students will become more competitive in their education. What impressed Ms. Mette very much is the inclusiveness of this project. She observed marginalized part of the society given priority and high attention by the Library and Information Association of Eritrea. Blind citizens become beneficiaries of this project. Ms. Mette Eriksen has visited Eritrea to observe the process and outcome of activities done by the Library and Information Association of Eritrea in handling, distributing, as well as utilizing the computers donated by the association. During her stay, she visited many elementary and junior schools in and around the capital city of Asmara, Halhale, and Ginda. 5 members of the Executive Committee of Library and Information Association of Eritrea, including Mr. Kiflay Mikael, President of the association, accompanied her in her tour. Students and staff members of all the schools and academic institutions welcomed her very warmly and invited her to witness the digital library and see how those students are making use of the donated computers. Concerning the distribution process, Mr. Kiflay states that the association is determined to be rational and inclusive in benefiting schools in remote area and marginalized part of the society. Based on those core principles, the association introduced digital libraries in 5 middle schools, 12 high schools, 11 vocational and higher institutions, 18 governmental institutions, and 3 community libraries. Among those, Eritrean National Association for the Blind, Eritrean National Association for the Deaf, and prisons and rehabilitation centers are worth of mentioning of their special needs. And prisons and rehabilitation centers are worth of mentioning for their special needs. He also added, Library and Information Association of Eritrea believes that expanding digital library in school motivates the student-centered learning approach because it provides students an opportunity to get whatever reference material they need on time. Mr. Kabram Gabrab, coordinator of the Digital Library for the Blind, says, "We have a small library, and in this small library we have very few outdated Braille books and has no alternative reading formats. So for us, the introduction of this digital library is of great importance. It will help us to cope up with the present dynamic age of information and promote our professional and academic competence by reading up-to-date books, magazines, periodicals, daily news, and other reference materials in accessible format. In particular, high school and college blind students will effectively use this digital library." Library and Information Association of Eritrea have been working on coordinating the distributions and overseeing the utilization of the donated source of information, also providing professional support, training and consultancy services on information, library, records and archive management system. The Danish-Eritrean network and the Library and Information Association of Eritrea joint project has been playing a commendable role in developing and enhancing the digital literacy skills of students in creating a conducive environment for research works. Further collaborations between those affiliated associations will step forward the mission of the association to promote library and information service in order for every citizen to get knowledge and information easily. Collaborations of those two associations will be long-lasting. On this occasion, the Library and Information Association of Eritrea would like to express its sincere gratitude to the Danish-Eritrean network for their collaborations. Moreover, special thanks to Ms. Mette Eriksen for her valuable visit. We are thankful for all of your continued support. Christian Secondary School, 12 kilometers to the east of Asmara, enrolled students from villages surrounding it. A student of this school said, "Most of us come from remote areas and we don't have enough time to sit on the library. We rarely visit the library. We didn't get enough reference materials to make our assignment, but the opening of this digital library has really changed our life. The digital library is open 24/7 and we can visit it even during the weekends. We are downloading whatever materials we need in our tablets and smartphones, and now we can get the opportunity to study and read at home without any problems." Kinda Secondary School is located around 47 kilometers east of Asmara. This school has small library with few outdated books. Students don't have enough reference materials to read. They share books crowdly, and sometimes a student might not get opportunity to read the book on time. Mr. Mohammed Said, the director of the school, says, though students of this school are competitive and interested in their education, they often fail to get up-to-date books in the library in order to cope with their modern time. Now he said, we are able to be beneficiaries of the digital library opened by the Library and Information Association of Eritrea, and our students are effectively using it.
Access it from home or only here in school? And your parents, do they use it as well? Yes, they do? What do they read?
Videos.
Yeah. So can you tell me what was the initial idea?
The initial idea was actually started in 2008, and it has been started by Rora Digital Library. And Rora Digital Library is the national digital library. When it was established, it tried to fill the gap for the need of our students. And the idea was understanding or considering the existing situation in Eritrea, the lack of internet access, for instance, because Eritrea has got only below 1% internet penetration, and our students in the academy, they could not have the full access to the internet, and they will not be able to read texts that they require for research, for reading, or for watching videos. They could not find related to their projects or their assignments. So considering all this into context, we came up with an idea on how to create internet in a box, and that is through a system of, or a platform of intranet system. In this intranet system could be designed with a website, and that website could be uploaded with texts, videos and audios that are very useful to the students, and that was designed in 2012, and we designed two websites, one for high school and one for the college. And next we tried to download the required texts from open source, for instance MOOC, Coursera and Audacity websites, and the Gutenberg project has got it's a website by itself, but it provides free texts to academic universities and high schools. We downloaded all those materials and we put them on the website, and we tried it.
And how do you practically distribute it to the schools when they don't have internet access?
Yes, students do not have internet access in the schools. Once we provide the computers, we try to connect them through a network using a cable, one, If not, we use a USB adapter which connects wireless, and then we deploy the website there. Aurora Digital Library is meant for an intranet service. We deploy the website in the local area, and the intranet provides a Wi-Fi service just within the campus of the school. So once we deploy the website, we provide them training on how to upload the materials or the resource.
And how do you practically update the system with new magazines, new textbooks? How do you practically do the updating when the schools in rural areas are not connected to?
That's clear. All the schools, they know, they do have an agreement with us, with Aurora Digital Library and with Library Association. Every week, some of them, which are very near to the capital city, they come by bus. And some of them, which are in a remote areas, they come once a month. And they collect is using a USB drive. And then when they took it, they upload it. We have a system for uploading within the system. We train them and they upload it every month. Some of them a week. Those who are in a very remote area, they come in 2 or 3 months. There is a problem, but at least we try to fill the gap. We try to diffuse the information, and our objective is to give as much as possible the information access to our students, because we don't want to create a digital divide between the capital city and the remote area. And I think we are more or less achieving the objectives that we are aspiring. Even as a government, we have an objective of narrowing the gap between the poor and the rich, between the haves and the have-nots, and more the objective of ensuring the social justice. And one of achieving the social justice is by providing them the information that they require for changing their life. And most in the remote areas are agriculturalists, herdsmen, and we are sure that they use these materials for improving their life. As you can see, the kids here, they are a bit far from the capital city, and most of them, they live on a business and agriculture, but I'm quite happy to see them browsing, which is beneficial for their agriculture and for business too.
And can you just briefly elaborate a bit on the Wi-Fi you mentioned? So students can access Wi-Fi from their phones or tablets?
Yes. In the earlier time, phones were not allowed because students, they were using the phones for watching video clips or movies which are irrelevant to the academic atmosphere. But now those rules have been revised again by the school policy. Students are now allowed to use their mobile phones, their tablets, and their laptops. And this has created a good understanding. And the schools have changed their gears now. They try to use to the learning and teaching process. The parents, even the students, their understanding on the use of the mobile was different. They were using it only for talking or making calls.
But now
it has changed. They are using it for Wi-Fi service, intranet service, reading their books, reading or watching videos which are relevant to their academic context.
So they can access the whole
yes
set of information from there.
Yes, the routers that we have installed in the schools, they can cover around 300 meters, and the megabytes that they can send is the streaming is around 300 megabytes again, and the coverage is 300 meters. So all in all, the school is covered by the Wi-Fi. So within that premises, it is very much fast, and they can access, even they can stream videos, educational videos. Especially in Ginda, I have seen it different. The school aimed to go far beyond the school, because the Wi-Fi, through the community support, they made it reach up to the community, up to the market. So people who are on the market can enjoy even using their mobiles. The seats that are made here had been made by the community. It's through the contribution of the community. Once the community is convinced that the Wi-Fi is purposeful and the students are using it efficiently, and then they did not hesitate to invest for the seat. So we are quite happy for Ginda because the purpose of having an access to information has gone beyond. Look at the spillover now, not only to the students, it goes to the community and to society. The whole community is becoming part of the educational system. You can imagine, it's not possible to measure the turnover now within a year or 2 years, but I'm sure that the turnover will be for the better after 5 or 6 years. I'm sure the students will be bright and their future will be bright considering the digital services here.